Hello everyone, my name is Webweaver and welcome back to another episode of It's Look Who It Is. Alright, so here's the thing. We ball. Let's try to get Moriko on this episode. That could be kind of fun. We could do like an ill-fated get outdoorsman first and then try to get Moriko. I'm thinking, is there any character out of the initial ones that we haven't won with? We won with Haru and Mizuki, right? I'm pretty sure we won with Koji, and we've definitely won with Mimi and Juri. So we're gonna do... Let's do an ill-fated Aiko run and see what we can't cook up. I would like to get Outdoorsman, because we have all the packs enabled, so we can definitely see It's Look Who It Is. Zektast, huh? I kind of hate that, but sure. Why not? The perfect organism. There's probably an achievement for defeating Zektast, right? So let's go ahead and It's Look Who It Is and lock in, you know? Let's try to describe... let's try to get some books. Let's try to get some bonus. Let's try to get... why is this disabled? We're on... oh, did I pick 7th Curse? I thought I picked Ill-Fated. I definitely picked 7th Curse. Okay. That is not what I wanted to do. I legitimately thought that I picked Ill-Fated, but, you know, it is what it is. We should watch this, just in case. Now, I'm gonna have to toggle through this very slowly, because I don't have an image to cover the screen. I do apologize. I mean, listen, I could click so fast that the boxes never leave the screen, but I can't consistently do that to the point where I couldn't guarantee, like, you know, like I could do it for fast enough to where we would guaranteed see Moriko, right? Like, I can't keep it up for probably more than, like, 20 seconds, 15 seconds, maybe. That's a long time of button mashing. Like, I'm not looking to play like a hand-destroying, like, you're gonna have hand issues in your 50s, Mario Party minigame, right? Where you just, like, your hands are just completely messed up because you button mashed too long in too weird ways, right? Like, you know how some people, they kind of, like, use... Is it, like, the palm of their hand, and then they kind of, like, position their thumb in a certain way so that they just have to, like, rotate the palm of their hand? And then, like... What I do is I use 2 fingers to press the same button, but some people are, like, really good at button mashing. It's kind of psychotic. And it's like, that can't be good for your hands, right? Like, that really can't be good for your hands. Like, you gotta go for, like, something, like an old QuickTime event, or, like, an old button mashing event, where it's, like, you know, you're just, like, mashing the button, but also, like... You don't have to mash it very quickly. Like, you know, just, you can just lift your finger up and down, and that'll get the job done, and you don't have to do it, like, super fast. You know? Like, I think anything that would require over, like, 10 or 15 clicks per second is probably, like, a little absurd. Anyways, what the hell are we talking about? I don't know. Household Hell, Violent Vigil, Rancid Ramen, Bulletin Board? I guess we can just, like... Violent Vigil? And get the meat cleaver? I can't believe I'm suggesting this, but, like, as long as we don't get a combat encounter before the meat cleaver, like, we're kind of fine, honestly. Like, we're kind of just, like, objectively okay. Now, it's pretty likely, or it's not, like, likely, but is, like, there's a pretty decent chance that we could get into a combat encounter, because, what, it's, like, 3 or 4 investigations? Like, that's pretty messed up, man. Bow, clap, clap, clap. We do a little bit of that. We want to avoid the first fight, I'm pretty sure. Maybe we don't want to avoid the first fight. Can we punch you to death? Can we kick you to death? Is this realistic? We'll launch it, and we'll see how it shakes out. We can honestly... Or is this, like, what I want to do? Like, I don't know if this is, like, kind of what you want to do. Did we miss? No, we didn't. We did not miss at all. This is such a weird experience that we just indulged in here. And we took 3 stamina damage. Well, we took 4, but, like, we mitigated 1, so you know how it is, but... Imagine accidentally owning yourself by having 4 inventory items, and then you put the meat cleaver in storage, and then you just, like, get owned. Like, epic style. That would suck so much. Now, what are we gonna do with the energy drink? The energy drink is actually kind of cool in the way that if we just kind of save it, we don't have to level up dexterity. for the lighthouse. We can focus all of our stats on other things that are more important. And, oh, the funny mask. We're getting a full freaking build. Like, listen, you get fast swimmer. Ayako already has, like, you know, built-in attack speed. You have, you know, you get fast swimmer. You can just ball. You can just roll, you know? You don't have to worry about it whatsoever. So we need to be on the lookout for books just because. This will do bonus because it's sharp. So this is actually doing 6, but I don't really think that matters as much as, that's a brace. There we go. I wanted to do a dodge just because I think it would be a little bit cooler that way. So goes down to 6, we can kill him next turn. So if we dodge, we dodge. It's pretty cool, right? We didn't dodge, but that's okay. We can just do this instead. We had a chance of mitigating 2 Doom. It didn't work out. Sometimes that's how it is. Curious Statuette is really interesting. We will absolutely take the combat here. Grow Teeth is not worth it at all. It's not good, but we're mostly just here. Are you weak to sharp? It doesn't matter. We're doing 4 damage. It doesn't matter. We're doing 4 damage. Why were we doing 5 damage in that combat encounter? Extra damage against human and monster enemies? Was that why we were doing 5? Is the plant a monster? Are plant enemies monsters? Is that not a plant? I don't need to think about it. I don't need to think about it. But even if you are taking bonus damage, we're still not killing you in 2 hits. We'd have to kill you in 3 hits, which is not what I want to do. So we could either dodge to try to mitigate the damage, or we can try to, or we could either mitigate the damage, or we could try to completely dodge the damage completely. And I think greed is good. Greed didn't work out for us in this specific situation. There's a chance that we could have 1-turn KO'd, but I think overall we've got a pretty decent amount of healing. We have a spell that we can forget, and our combat's gonna be perfectly fine, honestly. Now, Blood Moon does suck, and that is making the Meat Cleaver a little bit disadvantaged. However, we forgot to Glug Glug, I'm so sorry. This sucks, because obviously if we got bad perks, I obviously wanted to take Outdoorsman. If I reroll, this doesn't get us anything, right? Like, I think I can reroll to, like, demonstrate to you why rerolling is so bad. But if we had the Occult Store, I honestly probably would have wanted to go get a Tainted Violin if it exists. Twisted Violin? I don't remember what it's called. It's like a evil violin. It's like an evil, messed up violin. It's like got evil aura or something. But really, the most evil part about it is that it costs a lot of money. It's actually, like, overwhelmingly beneficial to have. It's you know, it's a little bit devious, but it's like an objective benefit for the squad to have. But are we gonna buy a C-slot item? Not really. I can't really think. Like, we could get a compass. Like, we could get a compass. If I re-roll, I'm not buying a compass. If I don't re-roll, I'm going and I'm buying something. But, like, buying stuff sucks when you already have a B-slot item, because, like, you either want to buy, like, the compass or the camera, or the flashlight, but the flashlight is, like, the lowest priority out of those 3, and 2 of those are B-slot items, so it's like, unless you get lucky and you get the compass, I mean, we could just double dip and get both, maybe, just because we don't have to buy a weapon, but, like, I don't know, like, this shit all sucks, like, this is all abysmal, like, we don't need to level up dexterity because we've got the energy drink, we don't need to level up charisma because it's bad, and we don't need to level up art knowledge because it's bad, right? So I guess we'll just double dip and get greedy, and maybe we'll lose the game. This sucks, but we'll take Folklore Studies. Because we have decent healing with the Funny Mask, I don't think we need to reinvent the wheel here. We can go up to 7 knowledge, we can feel pretty good about that. We did forget to Glug Glug, sorry about that, chat. And we will go to Household Hell. And we're double dipping, I'm so sorry. We got lucky. We got lucky that the compass was there, but if a B-slot item was there, it would be a complete waste of time. You want to know why? Because the Funny Mask is better than the flashlight, and it's probably better than the camera. Although the camera, if you have bad dexterity, gives you access to dodging, and dodging goes kind of crazy. And it also it's also a lot better for, like, boss fights where you would want, like, to scale during them. So it's just, it's interesting. I forgot we were on Zektas. Before I go Zektas posting real quick, let me just say that if you do have the Funny Mask, okay, and you go to the store and you see a camera and you see a flashlight, you actually buy the flashlight because it's a light source, okay? Just so you know. Just so you know, chat. Just so that we're all on the same page here. Low threat level, huh? We gotta be real careful with the Doom that we invoke because, you know, we're on a timer with Zektas, but honestly, I think, we do definitely need to get Charisma, 100%. We do need to get Leadership, we do need to level up Charisma. That's a my B moment. I completely forgot that Zektas was a thing. Do we try to get 3 books? This is the first book that we have. Do we try to get 2 more books? Honestly, if we're gonna take Outdoorsman, which is a bad perk, we're kind of screwing ourselves. I think we gotta burn it. And we're trying to get our first win on Zektas, right, on this account. Obviously, I beat Zektas before, but the newest old gods are probably my least fought, because we just kind of default to, like, every other. OMG! We got a Zektas event, guys! Holy crap. That's like Pog, you know? They write about this in the wiki. They write about this in the history books, saying that you can get Zektas events, but I didn't believe them. I didn't think you could get Zektas events. I don't even need to entertain this, right? Like, this is just overwhelmingly bad. Absolutely. Oh, and under no circumstance are we ever doing this. So get me the hell out of here. Absolutely. Get me out of here. There's no reason to be here. It's not a good place to be for me. And we just need to get out. We just need to leave. We just need to go. We just need to leave. This goes unimaginably crazy. Now, we do need to be a little bit careful because we're about to get Zektas again. Did I just... Oh, God, hold on. There we go. Perfect. I accidentally hit the like, what is it called? The DPI? Is it the, like, what is it? Direct pressure input? No, I'm just making that up. It's like DPI or something. I don't remember what it is. We don't have a light source, we're not doing this. That's fine. The mystery endings are something that we're gonna have to hunt later because a lot of these mystery endings, especially on Harbinger of Doom, are just like completely and utterly like unworkable dog shit. It's the one disadvantage of playing Harbinger of Doom is like a lot of the endings are just like not worth it. This is where we find out how well the books would have paid off, honestly. We could save this for last. Let's get ending A on Rancid Ramen, because I can definitely do that. God, getting any other ending other than A on Bulletin is just, like, so bad. But we can get ending A on Ramen real quick, because I have, like, a couple items that I don't really care about. We're definitely gonna have to level up our dexterity, so I no longer am, like, energy drink solos, because we're losing dexterity. We're losing 4 dexterity, right? So... energy drink does not solo at all, in the slightest. We get a little bit of more EXP for this as well, but I don't really care about the EXP part. Now, we want to get Charisma, probably. I think Charisma is the only thing that we could die. Are we going to the forest ever again? It was, like, mermaids, and then, like, something else, right? Oh, it was Bulletin, so yes, we do take Outdoorsman, because we have 2 forest investigations. Isn't that fun? So here's the thing, right? We're looking at this, and we're like, are we going to get a point of Charisma at some point? And I think we will level up again before... I don't think we can... I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be fine. I want to keep our strength up. Because we're gonna have to keep our strength up. Like, pretty objectively, it's gonna be pretty important. But we need to level up all of our stats. We need to get a little bit lucky. To an extent. Get Grow Teeth out of here. I'm so sick of this, seeing that 1 out of 4, and it's like, it's just abysmal. It's unusable, abysmal dog shit. Even if we go to Ito Park. Even if we go to Ito Park. Okay? You just had to get a little bit of, closer to the perfect form, and then we had to lose a bunch of sanity, and stats, and Doom. Just to kind of, like, you know, tie your life together at the moment. Now... I'm looking at this, and I'm like, that's pretty fantastic. When the... I think you can definitely do something like this, and if you miss, you cry, but if you don't miss, then you're pretty happy. So, this is gonna do 5, and then this is gonna do whatever this is gonna do, right? This is gonna kill. So I think you definitely wanna... It doesn't really matter which attack gets the 3 boosts, but, you know, I guess it's like... Like, because if one misses, you don't kill, and you're guaranteed to kill next turn, right? So, a little unfortunate on the Doom here, but we did get a lot of minus Doom, so cautiously optimistic about that. I would love to see another Zektas event. Like, the thing that makes Zektas very unplayable is that you rarely get Zektas events. And so, you just kind of, like... You're in the hell zone, right? You're just in the hell zone. Perception, dexterity. I mean, we want to take the hide in the crowd because it's a dexterity check because we have more of it, and also it's a stamina loss if you lose it, so it's like completely fine. Now make sure to click this button correctly so you actually get the ending that you wanted. And then look at that, ending A. That's a new ending. We just got a new ending. It's pretty cool, right? We're not using this bottle of sludge at all, which is really unfortunate. Do we need the stamina? I'm not entirely sure we need the stamina. We can do a little bit of, we can do a little bit of bulletin. We can do a little bit of bulletin. I'm a little bit worried, just like I'm a little bit worried about our new Secretary of Defense, but that's, what a pivot, right? I just had to get that in there. I was thinking about how to go to that pivot for like 80 years. Oh god, that shit's so funny. Liar, explain yourself. Let's see. I don't know. You're probably just like, ha ha ha, just joking. Just joshing ya. You just got joshed. Sorry, I watched the Scary Game Squad replay Until Dawn for Christmas. That's what I did over Christmas. I played Path of Exile 2 for 6 hours, and then I never touched the game again. And then I watched the Scary Game Squad play Until Dawn. And god, what a great series. What a goated series. What a Wendy goated series. Oh, I think you need to die, Gigolo. I think it's time. Like, we should probably save this for the boss, because at this point, we're gonna, like, you know, get a burn, and then we're getting plus Doom in the Lighthouse, but I don't care. That's a problem for future me. That is not a problem that I am dealing with right here, right now. Now, speaking of which, we're gonna take 2 sanity damage, and then we're gonna take, like, a little 85% chance you miss, you cry. I cry, and now, what are you gonna do? You're gonna look at this, and you're gonna be like, that's still not good enough, because that gets you down to 12, so we gotta do the exact same thing again, and if you miss, you run. It is what it is. And then you do a little 93-90. Ah, this is so bad! Potentially disastrous. But everything in this game is potentially disastrous. I guess we're just gonna shore up our supplies in the excess point value here. Really hoping for a clutch. Just really hoping for a clutch whatchamacallit. Yeah, we're gonna go to the forest twice. Outdoorsman goes hard here. Potentially. We actually added 10 new events to the forest because we fixed the bug. So, like, actually, it makes it a lot less likely. Do we just spam the forest at, like, the end of the game to see if we can get it or not? That'd be kind of funny. Now, we're gonna get a little bit of Doom here. Just a little bit of Doom. We're gonna be closer to the perfect life form, you know? We're gonna get a little bit of... Oh, you can go straight to hell, you stupid piece of shit. Alright. So, we're in a bad spot right now. We're in a really, really bad spot. Never mind, we're so back. In the midst of my It's So Over, I find an invincible It's So Back. You already absolutely know. You don't decline me, you fool. That's fine. You just want to spam forest events at the end of the game. See if we can, one bite won't hurt. True. Just because, like, we have 7 strength. So bad, dude. Yeah, we can just do something like that. That's fine. Listen, getting any other ending here is just so hard. Like, I think maybe there's some universe where you could tech in selling the computer and getting the worst ending possible for the mystery. But it's just so much Doom, you know? It's so much Doom for so little funds. Like, you might be able to combo it with, like, something in some very niche scenario, but I don't know, brother. I don't know, sister. I don't know if we have the WA scientists active right now. I think a lot of people are in hibernation, cryo-frozen for when the paid DLC comes out. Oh, man. There's no way, dude. There's no way. I think you gotta run in terror. Like, no, just roll the 2. That's fine. I wonder if we can hit the gritty here. I'm actually really interested in that. Honestly, if you're going Zekpast, you gotta get the flashlight, because that means that you, because you're probably not getting to 8 charisma. on a Zektas run. Honestly, chat, you're probably not getting there. Now, what can we do here? We can pop off. We can go freaking goblin mode, alright? This is what we call the run. You're goddamn right. If we have, like, if we end the mystery on, like, 76 or, like, 77 Doom, I'll go ahead and, I'll go ahead and go to the forest, like, once or twice as a treat, but I don't know. I think it's pretty risky. I do want to unlock Moriko, don't get me wrong, but we did kind of... Do we have the money to do this? We might actually have the money to do this. Is it 4 funds or 5 funds? If it's 4 funds, we definitely do. If it's 5 funds, we have to eat in on our stonks here. But I think we could actually totally do this. I think we could absolutely totally do this. I mean, we're kind of forced to fight her here because I don't want to... Alright, listen. I don't think we're going to unlock 2 characters in one run without throwing the run, but... I think we can definitely do that. Let's just get to the end of the run first. Let's get to the last investigation so we know what we're working with here. Just so that we know. Yeah, just take the Doom, I think. Just put the Doom in the bag. Okay, so... Pharmacy? We'll go to the pharmacy first. How much money do we have? You don't have enough money. Okay, sell the sewing kit. And then sell the compass. Is that good enough? That is. Oh, do we have the illegal den? I forgot that you had to go to the illegal den. We do have the illegal den, right? Yes, we do. Alright, so that's, Should I put this on the... Does this matter? Do we get a Doom penalty for investigating the lighthouse? I don't remember if you do or not. We're definitely gonna lose all of our stats, though, so it's like... You know, what do we want to do here? I think you do kind of throw the run by doing that, honestly. This sucks. Like, this is bad. We're gonna take the burn, And then we're just gonna hope for the best here. Notice his face. Do we have an ally to sacrifice? We do not have an ally to sacrifice. Just gonna notice the burn. We also do actually heal, by the way. Because of the funny mask that's potentially underrated. Okay, we probably lose this run because I don't know if I remember our seconds at all. Definitely have to go, because we're already surviving the sanity, right? You definitely have to go like this, and then you have to pray to God that there's no strength or it's like last. So -3, -6, -9, huh? Right off the bat, -9? You would do this to me? Like, literally, this is like the worst thing that could have happened, and it really is a certified Zektas moment. And we're not even using the funny, the funny fella either. We even got the perfect RNG by getting +1 stamina with the thing. Yeah, selling the, we should have sold the funny mask, and we should have used the sewing kit. Honestly? Yeah. To be fair, though, it is pretty unlucky to get minus, you know, -9, -3, +10 in a single go. So, is there any way that we can live? I don't think so, because you have to rest 3 times, right? There's nothing that you can, do about that. So I think we're just gonna lose. I think it's the real answer is that it's a Miku diff. But the copium answer is that it's a time skip diff. We also did literally get the worst possible combination, which is this. Because it's like literally -9 right out of the gate. It was... I think Man-Eating Plant was definitely the first one, so it would have been Hayato and Miyako. Whoops. Don't worry, it was a, it was a Miku diff, but you can definitely say... it was a time skip diff if you would like to. And also, it was we sold the wrong item. Because, you know, +2 stamina versus... it would have been a net +2 stamina game, which would have compensated. It would have compensated for quite a lot of Doom. So it was a mix of It was a mix of a bad decision and like some bad RNG, but also the worst possible thing that you can listen. Unfortunately, this is something that the WA scientists and the WA government doesn't want you to know. The Shiikawan government doesn't want you to know this. The worst thing that you can do for trying to win a run is trying to unlock something, like, unironically. If you don't get the achievement by just naturally playing the game, going out of your way to unlock it means that you basically lose. On Harbinger of Doom. But that's just sort of what this series is balling at, you know? So it is what it is. Thanks for watching. Stay safe out there. Have a good one. Bye.